Mark Sanchez, let's get him in here right now. Fox Sports. Bring him in here.
You good? You all right?
I'm all right. I'm hanging in there.
Just gets worked up about the news, you know?
Well, I mean, you know how the game is in the media. In the NFL, you guys get crushed. I mean, NFL players they get treated worse by the media than anybody. Even stars like Aaron Rodgers.
Not us. Not
you guys
New York.
get tagged. And you
Breeze,
worked in
baby.
the hardest media market where you got the New York Times, the Daily News, the New York Post, the Newark bloody.
Sound like a Billy Joel song.
Yeah. Okay, so let me throw this to you.
Talk to me.
We were saying if you look at the gap between Mahomes and the other top quarterbacks, Burrow, this and that, there's a gap.
Yep.
But I could argue it's closer than Jalen Hurts if Aaron gets traded out. It's closer than the
NFC versus AFC, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if Aaron gets moved, and the stories are Green Bay wants to move him. Brady's gone, Aaron's gone. Who's the second best NFC quarterback after Jalen Hurts? I mean, you have to think about that with the contracts. Like, we got to lock this guy up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't broken it down that way, but it is.
I could
glaring.
argue it's Goff. And
It's
I like
glaring.
Jared.
Yeah, well, and Jared was on the right track, right? The right
good OC.
trajectory.
So what do you make of, here's what worries me, though, Mark.
With
Should
Jalen?
I slow down? Should we slow down? 15 Super Bowl carries, 11 a game.
Well, it's a lot like the Josh Allen. It's the formula to win. Back to the formula to win. What does that mean? How many times is your quarterback going to run the ball? He's built a lot better to take those hits like a Josh Allen. Him and Josh Allen, like similar, maybe not as tall as Josh, but similar body type where they're bigger, thicker guys. Yeah. Different than Lamar Jackson, different than Kyler Murray, where those guys are going to run and take some hits, but you don't know longevity-wise. And Jalen did get hurt this year. Don't forget. Like, he hurt his shoulder.
But he played hurt, too.
Exactly. And I wouldn't be surprised if they have to go in and clean that thing up this offseason or whatever. It's going to take some attention, some rehab, some rest, whatever that looks like. So, yes, that is something. But the other issue is the two big Super Bowl runs in recent history that the Eagles have made, it's been a group effort where the quarterback's on a rookie deal. And the first time Nick Foles had to come in and play reliever and plays outstanding. Okay, he's Mariano Rivera, Sandman, and just knocks him out, right? Strikes everybody out, wins the game, beats Brady. Boom. Well, they had a heck of that was like the best roster in football by the end of the year, right? And they made some serious trades and movement. Howie Roseman, shout out, right? This was the same exact formula. Now with Jalen Hurts and a quarterback that can really move, okay, if you're going to pay this guy and back up the Brinks truck, whatever the going rate is, you're going to lose some of that. All the guys like Linval Joseph and Ndamukong Suh, these guys who came on towards the end of their career, right? Their last stop before retirement. Like, you're going to lose some of that ability. And when guys go down, your premier players go down, you're not going to have that stud with a 10-year resume, maybe on the back nine of his career, but who can, you plug and play, boom, patch it up for 5 weeks and keep it moving and keep us at the top of our game or near it.
Yeah.
That's going to be the issue there, and that's really the formula. Like, you draft your quarterback, build a team around him, and then make a decision. With Jalen Hurts, you can't move off of him. You just hope he's going to be reasonable in some of those negotiations to want to win, right? If you make winning the priority, then getting paid is going to be a little bit less. And plus, you're the Eagles quarterback. It's maybe not Dallas, but you're still, there's plenty of pub, there's plenty of marketing opportunities, and, it looks like everything he does off the field, like we talked about this,
Character.
He has that Jordan kind of aura to him, the single hoop earring. He's always in a suit and tie. He's always looking sharp, says the right thing. You can tell he's a thoughtful, intelligent, purposeful human, And so I think he'll make the right decision. The team will make the right decision. The bigger ones are Kelsey, Lane Johnson, making sure those guys are healthy.
Lane's coming back. We were
told.
I
think that makes sense. He's what, 32?
32.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
I think he was just battling that abdomen deal for a while, and that's hard because you're constantly torquing giant, massive guys coming off the edge trying to beat you and get to your quarterback. So the big one in the middle is Kelsey, though, because he's the real anchor of that O-line.
So let's talk. One of the reasons when you come on this show, I always think one of the things that truly fascinates me is you and Sean Payton do this. You really find these little habits and flaws, and it's always fascinating to me how a nugget of information becomes a play.
Oh, yeah.
Just a guy that cheats on the corner or a linebacker that's drop is slow. So there were a couple of touchdowns by the Chiefs, and those were clearly Philadelphia. Yeah. So let's talk about those.
I just think it's so funny because from offensive guys in a West Coast system, that's where I think the similarities you're talking about, whether it's Coach Payton or any other West Coast kind of mentality coach, that's the way I grew up. That's the way I learned, So in the 2 scoring plays late in the game, the return motions, I know everybody's making a big deal out of it, like, wow, what an incredible scheme. Well, when you run shallow cross, boom, you tell these guys, put the fear of God in them, put the fear of God in that corner. You're telling the receiver, put the fear of God in him, that you're going to cross the ball and get across formation way too fast. So what's the response? Slay points at the safety, says, hey, swap me, pizza party. You take my piece, I'll take yours. Boom, you run with them across the formation. Well, when he does that the first time, if we can go back to that first play, the Tony play again, he does that, and right as that communication's happening, boom, they snap the ball, he slams on the brakes, and nobody's there. It's a you got him, no, you got him. Nobody's got him.
So does Mahomes, do you think, see the finger point?
This is a run also, by the way. This is a RPO. He can hand this ball off. See the back go in front of him?
Yeah.
It's a run. They're blocking run up front. But if they screw up the communication, he knows, boom, I got a freebie. And the way they designed it, it's already in his scope of vision. It's already in his lane. So he's faking to the quarterback right in front of him and flashing, the quarterback is faking to the halfback in front of him, flashing, and he's still able to stare at that because you can hand a ball off blind. The running back has the mesh, that point in which you and the ball and the running back intersect. He knows if he sticks it in my belly, I'm taking it. And Mahomes can release it. But he does just a quick flash, boom, sees the communication error, and gets the ball out almost without moving his feet because he's a baseball player, middle infield, boom, turn 2. That's all it is. The next one, because that happened, I guarantee you they went to the sideline and said, just lock him across the formation right here. Sky Moore goes in motion. Cornerback, stay with him no matter what. Okay, fine. That's a reaction, right? Same thing. He's got the option to throw this or not. But when you're going to lock a player like that, when you're going to lock him running across formation, you have to see in front. You can't blindly run. So as soon as he realizes he's in motion, boom, he turns to find his own defenders and realize, do I go over the backers, under the backers? Who's in my way? How am I going to navigate this to cover this guy across the entire field? And you're doing it on offense. You're calling that motion and using speed and deception to try and get a half-man advantage on the other side, to beat a guy east to west. And if he goes under the backers, boom, you'll have a response to get up the field because now you're going to beat him. If he goes over the backers, then you can get him to play over the top and then undercut him. So there's all these move, counter move like a chess game. But they had answers to both, which is awesome. I mean, that's just like hedging your bet all the way around and then counting on the quarterback, the trigger man, to give it to the right guy. Hey, we're going on the fast break. You know what to do. They double team here, get it there. Yeah. If they split the defenders, it's a 3-on-2 fast break. If they split, take it to the hole. If they go one way or another, you know what to do with the ball, point guard. We trust you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.